So I was sitting here and thinking about the Attitude Era and the era as a whole, and I thought it would have been a good idea to talk about it as a topic. To me, the Attitude Era, personally, I never really grew up watching it. I actually was born straight after the Attitude Era. Actually, I'm lying there. I was born 2 years left of that era. I was born in 2000. So 2000, I hardly remember anything because I was just a baby. Just a baby. But in 2001, I really do remember stuff. I remember seeing new wrestlers coming up. I remember Stone Cold Steve Austin wrestling and The Rock wrestling and a couple others. I seen Mankind. That's where I really started to watch wrestling, but that's where I started to watch wrestling, but I never really got serious into wrestling until I was about 5 or 6, and then I've been a big fan of it ever since. Um, you know, but like, and I'm seeing people on the internet saying, "Oh, the Attitude Era it was so great. It was the best time ever. Nothing ever bad happened to the Attitude Era. It was so great. Nothing bad was going on." It was great wrestling. The scratch at it. It was great entertainment. It was great this. It was great that. But as I looked at it, it wasn't really that great, to be actually honest with you guys. To say that, I'm sorry to break it to you, that era wasn't really that great. It was just an era of Crash TV. People expected blood, and people expected to have steel chairs over the head and have edgy material so people can watch it. It was Crash TV, must watch TV, but it wasn't really wrestling. No, you know, like it's really not wrestling. If you understand, um, it's really not wrestling. It's just Crash TV, and it's pathetic that people love to mention, oh, the wrestling was great, because in my eyes it really wasn't that great. It really, really wasn't that great, to be actually honest. But in 2002 is where I really, really, really started to watch wrestling. I seen new wrestlers like Brock Lesnar coming up, uh, Bobby Lashley, Sheldon Benjamin. I think he came into the 2010. Um, I think Chris Jericho returned in that time. The Rock was retiring. No, so cool. I think. Well, they stayed around for another while. Batista, he came up. Um, we seen the rise of, in my opinion, one of the greatest wrestlers of all time, John Cena. And we are getting new superstars, brand new brand new superstars, like The Miz coming up. He was around that time. John Morrison, the Boogeyman, Chris Benoit. Before the accident and what happened there. We had a lot of good wrestlers. We had a lot of bad wrestlers. We had a lot of cheesy gimmicks. I'm gonna admit the Boogeyman was a cheesy gimmick, but I bought into that crap. We had god awful gimmicks like a hurricane. It was just so stupid. I swear to God, that was the most dumbest thing I've ever seen. I hated X Pac. I've never liked X Pac. Really don't care about X Pac. We had DX broke up at this time. 2002 was when Shawn Michaels returned, and then Triple H, you know, betrayed him. But I'm going off topic. So as an Attitude Era, this happened in 2013, I was on the internet one day and somebody said WWE needs to go back to TV 14, and I said, what? What do they mean? And they say, if WWE goes back to TV 14, that means they can have an edgier product. They can have blood and they can have whatever in it. And I said in the comments, I think I left a comment, and I said, well, I didn't. I don't think I left a comment, but I said to myself, what's he on about? WWE is edgy and it does have violence in it. That's what I've been seeing every week anyway when I'm watching Raw. Yeah. So that's basically really it. That's all I really want to talk about is the Attitude Era. And you know, I would love if WWE did go back to TV 14, but it's really not going to go back to TV 14 if you look at it now. They've said they are bringing it to TV 14, but whatever. So, you know, like, I thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys